happy years now, and for being a mother to our 16-year-old son, Baram Joshua. I was diagnosed with invasive intraductal carcinoma of the right breast in 2009. Prior to this, I was a BC pediatrician with a progressive practice. I juggled my schedule in 3 clinics and as an active staff of this institution, Asian Hospital. So, in short, I was enjoying a blessed family life and a productive career. July 8, 2009, stopped me at my tracks. It was a sad day when I received the news that my biopsy showed malignant breast cancer. My medical knowledge has not prepared me for this. Even if I am a doctor, I had anxieties and questions over the many unknowns ahead of me. My physicians discussed treatment options, side effects, and my prognosis. Mentally, I understood. But it took my heart longer to digest them all. So I underwent breast-conserving surgery, 6 cycles of chemotherapy, and 33 days of radiation. The first 2 cycles were not bad. Piece of cake, I told myself. But the last 4 were tough. I used to have long hair, long shiny hair. They came out gobs at a time until I completely lost them all. And my nails, they turned ugly dark. I was warned that my greatest enemy during treatment, during chemotherapy, was depression. I experienced some of this. I also experienced profound fatigue. And there were days when I could barely lift my head up. After the 3rd chemo, I begged my husband, stop all chemo now. But he firmly reminded me of our promise to grow old and see our grandchildren together. So I completed 6 cycles of chemo and finished radiation on April 2010. I was never short of love and support from the moment I learned of my cancer diagnosis through the completion of treatment. When my husband heard of my cancer diagnosis, he hugged me tightly and said, "Joy, we will battle this cancer together." My husband and my son never wavered in their faith that we will be sharing a long time together. We'll be spending many years together. My sister, Angie, she herself is a cancer survivor. She cried with me when we both learned of my cancer diagnosis. She was tireless in making sure I had everything I needed, like from wigs to scarves to even antioxidants and all those stuff. She was really there. And I received frequent calls from my siblings abroad, text messages from friends. And during my chemo radiation and treatments, my husband was always there. He took time off from his busy schedule just to be with me during treatment. My brother made himself available to chauffeur me to my radiation treatment, especially when my husband was not around. And I cherished the unexpected visits of my niece, Angelica, who bought from her tiny allowance little things for me. And I was also surrounded by my Bible study group, church family, and friends who came for home visits and formed prayer brigades just to lift me up. It has been 3 years now since my diagnosis. I look back with many insights and lessons learned. Let me share to you some. First, accepting my diagnosis was a process. As I prayed for acceptance, I began to understand why God allowed cancer in me. But, cancer was a bad disease of the body. But what was worse was the spiritual malignancy or sin that every human body harbored in their hearts, because no expensive surgery, chemotherapy, or radiation could treat this. The only treatment option for this spiritual malignancy comes from Jesus Christ, the great physician and surgeon who could perform a precise surgical cut to remove all sin or spiritual tumor in our hearts. Like chemotherapy, his blood shed on the cross would completely eradicate every microscopic sin hidden in the deep crevices of the heart. I received this gift when I was young. When I contracted cancer, I developed a sense of urgency to share this to other people, especially among cancer patients. And when anxious about my future, I was comforted with this verse which I found in Jeremiah 29:11. It says there, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, but plans to give you hope and a future." So I can face my immediate future and eternity future with courage. Third, cancer was just a short and temporary interruption in my career. Yes, I was on leave during treatments. I have since returned to work. Cancer has made me a better doctor, a better pediatrician. I have returned with a better understanding of patients and families who fear the loss of life or loss of time from their loved ones. Fourth, cancer has shaped me to become a grateful person. I love that my hair has grown back and my nails are pink again. And I'm grateful to be a pediatrician. I appreciate the joy of carrying a baby in my arms again. And being entrusted with the care of a patient is a wonderful gift. Of course, my ultimate support as a cancer patient and now as a cancer overcomer comes from my Creator God and Savior Jesus Christ. We had many unhurried and priceless moments, conversations before, during, and after my treatments. The theme of our conference, our gathering today, is in line with the person of God, art, music, and dance for life. He is an artist. Who but he can design a human body and its intricacies? He is also a musician. He is a singer. The Book of Psalms offers songs of sadness and happiness, and the Song of Solomon contains songs of romance. He is thrilled with praise dancing, especially when accompanied with vibrant instruments. Thank you, Dr. Yabe, for the opportunity to share my cancer journey. And thank you, everyone, for your interest in cancer. I trust that our efforts will convince each one of us in this room, our kababayans, that cancer is not a death sentence. With awareness, early detection and treatment, there is a vibrant life after cancer. Maraming salamat.